Hello, I'm Lori Joe Vest, and it is day 32 of 38 Days of Work Mom here on YouTube. I am talking to you in this series about my book. There are 38 lessons in this book. It's called Work Mom Says Don't Be an Idiot. It's available on Amazon. And it's basically 38 different things you should consider when you're in the workspace so that you grow your career and minimize any drama or difficulty that you have. So that's what it's about. So today's tip is about growing your network. Your network is so important. While you're still in college, I recommend that you look into the clubs and groups on campus that are related to the field that you want to get into. For example, I wanted to be in advertising or broadcasting. So I was on the program board. And what I did was I volunteered to promote their events. So I did flyers and radio commercials and, pop ups, pop up like promotional occurrences to get people to go to their events. I would do flyers and radio commercials and send out press releases and talk to the campus radio stations and campus newspapers and tell them about the events. And I learned about promotion. And it actually gave me samples, things that I had written and had designed or had a designer put together to go in my portfolio when I got out of college. I also met people that were like-minded, that were, goal-oriented and looking to be successful. And some of those people from college are still in my network today, and it's been a while. It's been so long that you actually have to go up into the attic of the campus office to get the transcripts because they're like in boxes in the attic back then. It was a whole different experience. But that experience of getting involved and networking while I was still in college was really important. And then once you get out of college, make sure you're joining the trade associations and don't just join. Go to their events, go to their meetings. A lot of them have in person events where you can actually sit at a table with, 8 other people, 10 other people that are interested in your field, or they wouldn't be at that industry event, and make contacts. And I have to tell you, if you're in your 20s or early 30s, the older folks, the older people who are the more seasoned and actually senior positions, they hold the senior and C-level positions, VP level, director level, are really impressed by young people that show up and fully participate in trade associations because it moves the industry forward, and it also demonstrates that you, even at your, in your 20s, understand how important it is to be engaged in your industry community, because it really is important, not only for your knowledge and your connections in the industry itself, but also so that if something happens at your job, you will have people that you can call and say, hey, I'm getting laid off, or something really ugly just happened at work and I need to quit as soon as I can. Can you help me find another gig, or do you know anyone who's hiring? And you can't have those kinds of conversations with people you don't know. But if you get involved in a trade association and you regularly attend their events, 5 or 6 events in a row, by the time that 6th event happens, you will know a lot of people, because it what happens with those kinds of groups is you'll get a core group of participants that are really dedicated, and they're usually really good, goal oriented, attentive, smart people. So it's a good way to get yourself in those circles. And those are the circles you want to play in starting in your 20s. The other networking clue I would give you is to get on LinkedIn while you're still in college. Start your junior year, look for internships, micro internships, summer jobs at the companies where you may, potentially work when you're out of college. Ask around for those opportunities in your circles. It could be your parents' friends. Those may be all the people that you know when you go home for college. You're not necessarily going to be already checked into the trade associations locally. But if you go online and you look up the trade associations, you can sign up for their newsletters and hear about their things that are going on. Some of them have young professionals groups that have special events that are a whole lot more fun than, sit down luncheons with speakers, which a lot of organizations do repeatedly. But the younger professional organizations that are sometimes sub chapters of the bigger groups will have, pool outings. They'll have a pool tournament, or they'll have, rooftop parties in the summer. They'll have, bands, things like that, that are more attractive to younger professionals. It's more entertaining, it's more fun, and can you can also meet a ton of people at those events. So go to the trade industry associations in your business, your industry, and sign up for their newsletters on their websites. It will make a difference, and that's just another way to network. There's a ton of other ways to do it. We have an episode at workmomsays.com that actually talks about LinkedIn. It's a really great episode about networking online as you're still in college. You can start it now. You can go on LinkedIn 3 times a week and participate and make friends and connections. So that's what I've got for you today. Work Mom Says, don't be an idiot. Please visit my website at workmomsays.com. I have a contact form there if you'd like to get in touch with me. If you'd like to be a guest, you have a topic you'd like to talk about, or you'd like me to cover a topic, you have a question you'd like me to cover here on YouTube, I'd love to do that. Hit the subscribe button, please. I'm trying to grow my following here, and I will see you tomorrow.